The elevator doors opened by themselves, and the hallway beyond was already screaming. I did not hear it with my ears. I felt it in my teeth and bones, as if the building itself knew I had arrived. The hotel smelled of dust, wet carpet, and something old that should never have been disturbed. I checked in at midnight because the storm had killed my car and my phone signal at the same time. The sign outside flickered Hotel Aurora in dying red light. There were no cars in the parking lot, no voices, no warmth, only rain hammering the roof like impatient fingers. The receptionist never looked up when I stepped to the desk. He was thin, pale, and still as a corpse laid out for viewing. His fingers moved across the ledger with slow, scraping sounds. "Room 613, he said, without emotion. You will not need a wake-up call." I told myself I was tired and scared and imagining things. I took the key. It was heavy and cold, like it had been waiting for my hand. The elevator ride felt too long. The numbers blinked past floors that did not exist on the directory. Floor 3 repeated twice. Floor 5 skipped. The air grew colder with every level. When the doors opened to the 6th floor, the screaming feeling returned stronger than before. The hallway carpet was soaked, as if someone had flooded it, then forgotten. Every door was shut. Every door had deep scratch marks around the handle, like something inside had tried to escape. I walked slowly. My footsteps were swallowed by the carpet. Halfway down the hall, I heard another set of steps behind me. I stopped. They stopped. I turned. The hallway was empty. Room 613 was at the end. The key slid in too easily. The door opened on its own. The room was wrong. The furniture was old but clean. The bed was neatly made. The lights were on. The television played static at a low whisper, like breathing. The window showed only darkness, even though I knew the city should be there. I shut the door and locked it. That was when I noticed the mirror. It covered the entire wall opposite the bed. Not a normal hotel mirror. It was too clear, too deep. When I stepped closer, my reflection lagged behind me by a fraction of a second. I laughed nervously and stepped back. The reflection did not. It stayed close to the glass, staring at me with eyes that were mine, but filled with something else. Hunger, recognition. I turned away. My heart was racing. I told myself to sleep. Everything would be fine in the morning. I lay on the bed, fully clothed. The mattress was cold and damp like soil. As I closed my eyes, I heard movement inside the walls. Scratching. Soft, wet, dragging sounds moving closer to my room. I opened my eyes. The mirror reflection was standing over me. I screamed and fell out of bed. The room was empty. The mirror showed only me shaking and soaked in sweat. No reflection standing over the bed. No proof. I backed into the bathroom and locked the door. I sat on the floor, hugging my knees, listening to the sounds outside. The scratching grew louder. Thumping brushed against the door from the other side. Slowly, patiently. Then the voice came. It was my voice. "Let me in," it whispered. "I am tired of the mirror." I covered my ears. The light flickered. The bathroom mirror cracked down the center without being touched. From inside the crack, a black hand pressed outward, stretching the glass like skin. I ran. I tore open the bathroom door and bolted into the hallway. Every door was open now. Every room was dark. From each doorway, people stood staring. Guests, staff, children, all of them were wrong. Their faces were stretched, their eyes too wide, their mouths moving silently in perfect unison. "Come back to your room." I ran for the elevator. The button did nothing. The stairwell door slammed shut on its own. The lights died. The hotel screamed. The walls pulsed like a living thing. The carpet squirmed under my feet. Hands burst from the walls, grabbing at my legs, tearing skin and fabric. I fell. I kicked. I crawled. The receptionist stood at the end of the hall, watching calmly. "You were chosen because you looked back at the mirror," he said. Most do not. The reflection crawled out of room 613, dragging itself across the floor toward me. Its limbs bent wrong. Smile was too wide. It spoke with my mouth. This place feeds on faces, it said, on lives that notice it exists. We keep the hotel full. The reflection grabbed my ankle. Its touch burned like ice. I screamed and stabbed it with the room key still clenched in my hand. The metal sank into its eye. It shrieked and dissolved into black smoke that soaked into the carpet. The hotel shook violently. I ran again. I did not stop until I burst through the front doors into the rain. The hotel behind me was dark, silent, and empty. The sign was gone. The parking lot was overgrown, as if abandoned for decades. My car was waiting, dry, untouched. I drove until dawn, without stopping. I never reported the hotel. I never told anyone. I threw the key into a river and watched it sink. I thought it was over. 3 nights later, I woke up in my own bed and heard breathing from my bedroom wall. The mirror across the room was fogged from the inside. Something knocked once. From within the glass, my reflection smiled. If you enjoyed this story, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.